What's going on, y'all? It's Steve here. I just want to come on here just to talk to y'all about the first episode of Monday Night Raw that aired on Netflix. Now, I didn't watch the full episode. I only watched a couple of clips of it, but I did in fact hear about the ratings. And let me tell y'all something, man. Well, not the ratings, but the viewership. Excuse me. Um, the viewership for the first episode of Monday Night Raw was terrible. Like, it was terrible. Only 664,000 people here in America tuned in to watch the first episode of Monday Night Raw that aired on Netflix. Now, here's what I will have to say about this because, for one, these are terrible views for a big wrestling company such as WWE itself. And number two, this also goes to show you how Triple H doesn't know how to do his job. He doesn't. Like I'm so serious when I say that. Like Triple H, he doesn't know how to do his job. And number three, if Vince McMahon was still here, this would have never happened. Like this would have never happened if Vince McMahon was still here. If Vince McMahon was still in WWE, you know, taking control of things, this would have never happened. And let me tell y'all something, man, because if WWE is going to stay on Netflix, then Triple H, The Rock, you know they got to do a better job. They got to do a better job. If they're still going to stay on Netflix, they got to do a better job for next week and for the following week because they shouldn't have not started off this bad. And the fact that they did start off this bad speaks volumes. And it also goes to show you how, a lot of wrestling fans are, are slowly starting to turn away from the product. Because now, the product has gotten boring, it has gotten less interesting, and it has also gotten less entertaining. And as a matter of fact, speaking of the clips that I saw, um, there was one clip that I saw of The Rock, returning, and he returned as a babyface. And when he came out as a babyface, I'm like, wasn't this dude a heel just last year? And not only that, but when he came back, at Bad Blood, when he came back at Bad Blood, wasn't he also a heel? Wasn't he also kind of still a heel then? And then the fact that, he comes back on the first episode of Monday Night Raw, you know, the fact that he came back as a babyface, it really confused me because it's like, bro, like, you call yourself the final boss, and you know, in my mind, I'm thinking like the final boss, he's supposed to be like this heel type of character. But nah, like The Rock came back as a babyface, and like that completely threw me off. And I gotta keep it real with y'all, man, because Triple H, man, he's the reason why I just gave up on the product. You know, now there was a time where I was in fact a hardcore wrestling fan. There was a time where I did in fact watch WWE on a consistent basis. But ever since Triple H took control of things, you know, that's when I just completely turned away from the product. Now, here's what I will say. I have in fact watched some of the Raw clips and some of the SmackDown clips, just to see what's going on, you know. But you know, the current product right now is absolute garbage. You know, the promos and the storylines that Triple H is coming up with are complete garbage. And you know, again, man, if Vince McMahon was still running things, like this would have never ever happened. Because with Vince McMahon, you know, he knew what he was doing, you know, and not only he knew what he was doing, but you know, he knew how to create good promos and create good storylines. And you know, not only that, but you know, Vince McMahon, he knew talent when he saw it. But you know, with Triple H on the other hand, like with him, he doesn't know how to create good promos. He doesn't know how to create good storylines, and he doesn't know talent when he sees it. You know, it's just, you know, as of right now, like Triple H, you know, his roster of wrestlers are nothing more than a bunch of jobbers. And you know, I was, you know, I was just fed, like when Triple H took full control of WWE, I was just fed up with how he was doing things. And you know, the viewership for the first episode of Monday Night Raw, it really doesn't surprise me, not one bit. Simply because, again, Triple H does not know how to do his job. He doesn't. He's a terrible booker. And, like, I gotta keep it real for all of you Triple H glazers out there. I gotta keep it real with y'all, man. Your homeboy, Triple H, he's a terrible booker, man. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he doesn't. And I'm not trying to hear y'all say, oh, Triple H, he's doing a great job, or Triple H, he's doing such a wonderful job. No, he's not. He's not. He's terrible at what he does. Like, I gotta keep it real with y'all, man. And, you know, I gotta say too, man, a lot of wrestling fans were highly disappointed when it came down to, you know, the first episode of Monday Night Raw streaming on Netflix. Like, a lot of wrestling fans were disappointed. And, you know, that speaks volumes, man. That speaks huge volumes. But that's it, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, man. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, and I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.